Hello and welcome to another walkthrough by Commander Ogden from Ogden Games. In addition to completing the main story, there are a number of side quests that you must undertake in order to become the Guildmaster. Those side quests begin both with Vex and Delvin, and we'll be looking into what each of those are and how you can go about gaining the special quests. The first of these jobs that Vex offers is a burglary job, which requires you to steal a particular item from a designated home. Vex's second job is the shield job,
When a client
requires you to transfer an item in a chest or dresser that Vex directs you to. Note that Vex will provide you with this item, but it is not eligible for resale. The sweep jobs that Vex provides are similar to burglary jobs, except you must steal 3 objects instead of 1. Her final job, the heist job, involves stealing an item from a strongbox, which typically contains additional gold. The first of the jobs that Delvin provides requires you to activate a business ledger in the location that you are sent to. The second, his fishing jobs, requires you to locate a target and pick his pocket for a particular item. And his final job will complete once you have stolen a total of 500 gold from any location within the city. Upon completing any one of these jobs, you can return for a very small amount of gold that is based upon your level. This value does not change based on what you stole or which job you completed, though items that you stole during the Bedlam job will be available for resale to any fence. All of these quests are repeatable, however there are a few things that need to be kept in mind when doing them. The first being that the job will fail if you kill your target or anyone within the household that you are directed. Additionally, if you are caught by a guard while in possession of one of the stolen items, and you are sent to jail regardless of whether or not you escape, you will also fail the mission. However, if you bribe, pay off your bounty, or kill the guard, you will not be considered to have failed the quest, although I suspect the latter two were simply oversights. All of these jobs, except for the Bedlam job, will automatically populate items within the house or the person that you are directed to, which means that doing Bedlam jobs repeatedly could prevent you from doing it again in a certain city, unless you are prepared to wait the 30 days for the items to refresh. You can get around this by coupling Bedlam jobs with sweep jobs from Vex. Once you have successfully completed 5 jobs in any one particular, Delvin will provide you with a special request that will start a unique quest. Once you have started any special assignment, you will not be able to accept any other jobs from Vex or Delvin. The particular cities that these quests pertain to, I will list in the corner in the annotation. You may wish to record them and check them off when you are finished each one. Note that once you have completed 2 of the same job in any one city, both Vex and Delvin will be loath to provide you with that same job in that same city until you have completed other jobs for them. For this reason, the most efficient way to get all 5 jobs completed is to accept sweep jobs from Vex for any of the cities that pertain to the quest, and then continually quit the Bedlam jobs provided by Delvin until you receive one in the same city. There is no penalty for quitting the job before it is completed, however your quest log will very soon become cluttered with failed quests. If this bothers you, you are not required to use this. However, it is the quickest way to get these quests started. The one we will be starting with is a silver lining in Markarth.
I just got it back in the day, but we could really use his family's influence back on our side.
This NPC inside the Silverblood Inn, who directs you to a small shed just east of Falkreath. The owner of this home, Rorlak, is not hostile when you enter, though he will become hostile if you open the secret door in his room. In order to prevent this, you can either kill him, or you can bribe him a very small amount of gold and wait for him to leave the area. Note that choosing the first conversational option will make him attack you. Immediately upon descending the tunnel, if you turn to your left, you can find a skill book if you missed in one of the previous missions that you did, as well as bandits that have taken up the area. A locked door across from the first bandit will reveal a cabinet with several potions. Down the staircase from when you first entered, you'll find a chest around the side of this rock. From the cabinet, straight ahead is a dead end, and on the left will take you to a room with 3 additional bandits, one of which is patrolling around these rocks, another which is sharpening some weapons, and the third which is patrolling this bridge. If you make your way past this grindstone, you'll find a chest wedged in the rock. Another chest can be obtained by working your way around this pillar, and the way out can be found shortly along the path. In the next area, you will encounter 3 bandits, and you can kill them, which will provide you with access to a chest, or you may simply avoid them.
Aye, and she's added more traps now as well. A moment of silence.
Avoiding this next bandit is easy, or again, you may choose to kill them if you wish.
What was that?
To the right of the bandit that we just killed will be a room with a number of treasures, including a stone of embarrassment, and a trap linked to our chest. In the room to the left of the bandit we just killed, we will find one sleeping. Some weapons and armor on these shelves and dresser that I already looted, and an amusing note. Around the corner there will be several patrons having their nightly rounds, which you may wish to avoid. When you enter the next area, you'll be encountered with familiar chimes that will alert the enemies from the next room if you touch them. You will also find Sleep, the culprit behind this whole mess, which has a key that you will want to take. That opens the door to the treasury room. That will require you to bypass a number of traps. Before you can loot your quest target, along with a number of other goodies. After you are finished looting the treasury, you will be placed around the other side of the door that was previously barred. And return to the Silver Blood Inn to hand in your quest, for which he will provide you with a random enchanted item. He will now also act as a fence for you and mark Garth. Upon returning to the Thieves Guild, you will find that a new shopkeep has taken up residence, and all of your fences will have 500 additional buying power. This will happen each time that you complete a specialist, which leads us on to our next one, the Dainty Sload from Solitude, that starts at Ericur in the Blue Palace.
About time you got here. I'm not accustomed to dealing...
Once you have received your mission from Ericur, you need to fast travel to the East Empire Company, and head south along this walkway. When you speak with Sabine, the smuggler for Balmora Blue, you'll be provided with the option to purchase it off of her for a rather hefty sum of gold. Alternatively, you could simply pick the chest where it is located, you could also pickpocket her for both the Red Wave safe key and for the Footlocker key. Once you have stolen the Footlocker key, it will update your quest objective to a location inside the Red Wave. As you can see, the pirates here do not appear to be hostile. Down these stairs here, there are several items that may be worthy of stealing. And at the basement is our chest containing a note and several valuable items. Reading the note will update your quest objective to the chest we were at earlier. Regardless of how you acquire it, you'll then be directed to the Dainty Sload, which can be reached by passing over this bridge and following this road until you reach this little path. On the ship there are 2 enemies, one of which will patrol from the back of the ship around inside this cabin, both of which can be easily avoided if you are patient. Immediately on your right from entering will be a chest and a knapsack you can search. When you come down these stairs and round this corner, there will be 2 guards in a conversation. If you wish to make this easier, you can remove the torch from the wall. And another in this room, possibly sleeping if you came here at night. The pirate in the following area will patrol, although he is programmed to conduct searching as soon as you cross a certain barrier. Once you have worked your way around that corsair, you'll want to head up these stairs, where you'll find some potions, a chest, and around this corner, a bandit will activate and will start searching. You may wish to remove this torch so that he does not detect you. Just simply wait for him to go and sit back down. Once you have planted the Balmora Blue in this chest, do not forget to take this Stone of Baranzaya and read this Speechcraft skill book. You may then return to Erica for a random spellbook. The next quest in line is Imitation Amnesty in Whiterun, where you will want to speak with Ulfred Battlebolt to start the quest.
You're here, and not...
Once you have entered Dragon's Reach, you'll want to make your way around to the Jarl's Chambers, where you can edit this book on the right. You may then head up these stairs and steal this letter on the table. If you are interested, there is also an illusion skill book here. And before leaving, do not forget to take the Stone of Baron Zaya. Note that this mission is significantly easier if you are already the Thane, as the guards will not be hostile, and after you return to Ulfrid and tell him what you have done, you'll have completed the quest, for a reward of a random leveled item. And our final quest, Summerset Shadows, located in Windhelm, which starts at Torsten Krulsey.
My daughter Fiona.
He will then direct you to speak with Naranye, who can be found working at the markets. After you've gone through her initial dialogue, there are a number of different ways that you can resolve. The first is by passing a very difficult persuade check, the second by passing an intimidate check, the third by telling her that you don't have time for this, in which case she will attack you and you can loot her body for the information, or you can attempt to find information with which to bribe her. If you choose the optional route, you may wish to steal her keys and enter her home, found here on the map. On the left in her home is a false panel and an extremely difficult lock, which for some reason does not work with her house key, so if you do not have a very high lockpicking skill, I do not recommend this method. The information is located in the safe, which her key will work on. Once you have convinced her, she will update your objective to locating Limway at the Othering Hills Cave, which can be reached by traveling west along this road and simply continuing straight until you come to this open area here. Once you reach the cave, you'll be met with one patrol and one guard by the door, which if you are very stealthy you can avoid. If you head to your left from the entrance, you can sneak your way around to this chest. If, however, you wish to avoid killing anyone, you'll have to wait for this patrol on the right, following behind him and then waiting for him to turn around by this rock, before you can proceed to the next door. Once you come down the stairs, there will be another enemy patrolling these hallways, and a chest tucked away in the corner. If you wish to avoid killing him, simply wait for him to patrol past you and slip down the stairs. When you enter this next room, do not forget to head to the left to loot a few items and potentially kill off these guards before approaching Limway. However, as Limway has absolutely nothing better to do than to stare at this door for 24 hours straight, you may find it impossible to get by without killing him. Fortunately, he has some amazing loot and a one-handed skill book in his room, including a chest full of items. You may also wish to get rid of this banner before you leave. Once you return to Torsten, who can also be found at this farm during the day, Torsten will then provide you with a random leveled item, and Narani will now act as your fence.
A bit of this and a bit of...
Note that all fences will now have a 4,000 gold limit to barter with. Now that the guild has been fully restored, and you are ready to be indoctrinated as the guildmaster, as a final comment before I sign out, killing or not killing any of the opposition during any of these will play no role whatsoever in your reward. This, however, completes our walk on upgrading the Thieves Guild. This is Commander Ogden. Thanks for watching.